rain came out, walked in the rain, and I am reanimated. I'm going to utilize commerce. Hold on now. Lighting, cotton, energy. Yeah, so I'm going to commerce, and I am myself. Myself, and I'm just here. And I'm gonna figure some things through further today, of course. I tried to pay my phone bill multiple times, and for some reason, it kept saying that they couldn't. I know the money is there, so I have to actually come back on and figure out the real problem. Contact. I'm gonna call the banking, the bank to see what is going on there. Of course, I already know. And then I'm going at 9 o'clock. I have the information that I already know, but I have more information. Contact Cricket and see what's up with them, because I do not have to continue to deal with people mistreating me and abusing my money. I have my own. I have my own capital. Yeah, I'm verify all these words. So I have my own capital. I have my own self. I have my own being, and I want to make sure that I'm continually financially healthy, financially stable, financially fit, and growing. It is so important to me to have money, money that is growing. So many times, money just goes without growing first. As soon as it comes, it has to be spent right out right away instead of growing it and constantly multiplying it first before it leaves. I don't want to have it that my money has to just go all the time just because I have a little bit of something. I want to see my money grow. I want to be able to put earnings into my money, invest my money, do the things that I have to do with my money, with my currency, with the cash flow. You know, it could be liquid, it could be solid, it could be what I want it to be. However, I have to make sure that I do something more, because I eat, I drink, I have to wash my clothes, I have clothes, I have things, transportation, different things as far as perhaps stationery, whatever the situation is, office, communication, the things that I want from me, extracurricular, what curricular, if that is such a word. I have the constant things that I need for my own self to continue to rely on my own personal self. And I need my money to do more than just say hi and bye. sit here and I stand here and I'm acting, and my money always has to go to somebody else. I want my money to stay with me. Money is not ever going to go out of style. Money is always going to be worth something. Money is what is happening. I can go anywhere with my money, no matter what. And so I'm going to continue to learn. I'm going to continue to grow. I don't have to give away all my stuff that I have to get to a specific place. I am knowing that I can communicate and I can understand these things and I can do what I have to do. Like, for instance, they want to charge me. Cricket is trying to charge me. The bill is $55. Tried to pay my bill yesterday before midnight. All kinds of problems. And so they're charging me $5 to pay my bill over the automated service. $5 more because I did not pay my bill by midnight, in which they weren't even going to accept my payment anyway. They kept giving me problems all through the night, all now. So check this out. If I call them 1,000,000 times, they are making that much money. $10 times 1,000,000 times. $2 times whatever. Every time. Per month. Per month. I have to be in this for myself. I'm in control. I'm not about to be stupid, and that's the problem. Like, all this stuff could be learned and had and built upon locally, domestically, and internationally, globally, universally, whatever. And this is the problem, and this is why I have to go through the constant audits. No, I don't see you in court, buddy. And you're not my buddy, but that's what I want to say. Constant, I am not going to be targeted and fall prey to anybody. Because that's not what I'm doing. That's not what I'm on. And I'm going to be careful the way I use my words and how I try to pick up someone else's language, because it means something. I can look fancy, I can look hard, I can look tough, I can look ghetto, I can look black. I'm black. My sophistication matters to me. It means something so much to me. And that's not duplicatable. There's no way, if it is, show me. And I say, go on about your business, because I'm still me. I found something that you don't have within me. That's knowing that you are not me. And some. Because I still won't be even looking in the same direction as that being or whatever. But I appreciate the fact, and I'm going to continually be me, and I have shared opportunity, I have shared experiences, and I like who I am. But I do not have to share everything I have all the time and right away and immediately to make sure someone else has some sort of benefit of what they have. And I'm trying to get something. I'm not going to always be the little guy. You know what I'm saying? I never have been a little guy. But I'm not about to sit here and constantly be the one paying the cost to be the boss. But then I'm looked at like I'm nothing. constantly, over and over again. I'm pouring out my finances, I'm pouring out my properties, I'm pouring out all my stuff. There's principles, there's equity, there's all this stuff that is involved, and it's all mine. All over the place. My intellectual properties, all that stuff. People just walking around like they just that they own the place. That they own me and my stuff. So I'm gonna keep my money. I'm gonna continue to do what I have to do because I appreciate myself and who I am. I'm not playing any games. This stuff means something to me, and that's why I know that it can flow like this because it's real and I'm real, and I'm happy. I find the joy in all of my experiences, and I appreciate it further and further and further. I don't have to. I don't have to say anything other than I'm Jasmine Renee Davis, and I'm glad to be who I am. It's so much more than that. It's so much more. And I'm just saying, I'm out here trying. And I'm going to continue to do what I have to do on my terms, and I'm going to get to whatever I want to do, and I'm going to further there, and I'm going to get more because everywhere I have plans. I have things that I want to do for myself. I'm involved with myself. And that's just how it is. I don't have to play any games. I don't have to search around for anything. I have all of my sources. I have all of my resources. I have everything that I know that I need for myself, for me. But I'm not going every time I gotta go. Somebody talking about there's a sale at the store, so I have to drive 10 miles to save a couple dollars because they put an ad out on the paper. Who knows what? And a lot of the sale items be items that's about to go have some kind of storage Best Buy date on it. Some buy and low, selling high sort of situation. I have to spend money to get there. So I have to use what I have. But I have my mind, and I have to know that. People don't have make all kinds of stuff to take things up out of me so that I don't know how valuable I am. That's not what I'm doing. I'm not creating that. But I know that I can create things to accompany that. To be more than that. When I'm using all these things, and I don't have to rush through anything. If it takes me 3 days to figure out the number one problem, that's how much time I need. And if I can't get to where it is or whatever, then I'm not supposed to be doing anything with you that involves you at all. I don't have to jump on the bandwagon. I don't have to do all this other stuff that you want me to do and be who you want me to be. At all. Ever. everywhere I turn, just walking some sort of building, and then somebody expect for me to just go along with all their rules or whatever, and I can have my own. And they looking for what I have at every turn, in every place. And then the way that they start with something. So I'm not counting their money, I'm counting my own. But I know that money means something. So what if I went and taxed everybody where I went? Because I could tell you, I could do that. And I could say, hello, I didn't get what I paid for. So apparently this is some kind of financial institution. I'm sure that there has been interest. I'm sure that my money has grown. Not the money that I got from the small part of what I came here for, but I'm talking about the other part, the bigger part that I did not get from that. My additional $10 for how many times? And then the connectivity. And then also I have an invoice for you for my time. And I'm going to sit here and I'm going to make sure also that I have all that I need in any situation. See what I'm saying? And that's how I know that I'm the boss. I have control over whatever. And when I say I'm the boss, I'm saying I'm the boss. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. However it is, whatever the situation is, and that's just how it is. I have me. I'm not just talking. I mean this stuff. All this stuff is true. It's facts. It matters. It counts. It's effort and it works. Because it's real. Can't nobody stand here and deny that at all. I'm trying on my own, not because somebody told me, it's because how my days are. And people will watch me and look at me and say, you know what? They will try to make some money off of my behavior and see and watch my patterns and try to say, ooh, I can jump right in. And I'm going to say that I'm the reason why this person changed. You are not the reason why I'm doing anything. I don't even know you. And then people start going to that person or whatever. I know what time it is. I know who I talk to. I know where growth is. Go ahead. Go ahead. So I continually appreciate myself because it's what I want and my time and how I have to have. I'm not worried about what somebody else say that they're doing. Or somebody, no, I want to see my own growth, my own development, my own building. I'm keeping it real. If I need something that is sweet, I don't have to sugarcoat it. I have my own things. I have my own fruits of my labor. I have my own productivity. I can produce in my own way. I have life. I am living. And I don't have to go and take it from anybody and rush through any situations to get any kind of thing. I can appreciate myself and form appropriately because someone is trying to convince me that I am less than, and they're doing all kinds of stuff and put me through all kinds of cycles and all kinds of stuff. Absolutely not. You are putting an image out there that you cannot even touch. They can't even touch me. I'm not even going to allow them to even touch me. But there are ways and forms of communication that are so strong and influenced and much well falsely documented. Just coming, they tucking away, and so I gotta go through so much stuff just to get what I want and uncover. Well, I'm pulling it right now. I want mine. I'm not playing. I was not born poor, and I'm not poor. I have all my own, and I know that, and I'm going to continue to be who I am, and I'm not going to be in someone's poverty, and I'm not your slave. I'm not anyone's slave. No matter how much. And if they try to say that, I want them to come up to me and let me know who is Master. And say it with enough confidence and have something. Because I'm not about to be all out busting my ass. Ain't nobody going to be kicking my... And that's what I'm saying. All this virtual reality, artificial intelligence, all this different stuff. Cut. If you such a leader... If you such a something, you tell me who it is. It's nothing. It's just some words that you're saying. And if you feel like that you have a situation that is appropriate enough for me, that you're going to say that you, my master, you're going to put in that effort. You're going to know who I am, and you're going to know that where I come, and I'm not going to have to deal with all of this bull that's around me. Constant shit over and over again. Ain't no motherfucking way that I'm about to be a slave to somebody that's more poor than me and even close to any situation that, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not a poor person, and there's no way. So I'm continuing to say this. I am myself. I'm not agreeing for anything. That's why I'm not going out and applying to these jobs around here. Only because... See what I'm saying? I'm not going to agree to that shit, no matter what the Emancipation Proclamation said. And I'm going to speak more on that Juneteenth stuff and Independence Day now. You see what I'm saying? So I'm like... Whatever the situation is, I have answers to it. And if I don't have, I have time. I don't have to do whatever somebody want me to do at their current time. I just don't have to. I don't have to be what others want me to be. Okay? And there's no way that I'm going to submit to somebody who, for what? I treat me better than anybody have ever treated me. And I appreciate being alive. I appreciate seeing that I know that there are things that happen, not only because of just only me, but they always have to do with me, and I'm the most of it. I did not make this phone, but I'm making this phone. I did not make these clothes, but I'm making these clothes. This phone is much different than from when I first purchased it. And so I'm not going to have someone to say to me, well, you better now that you met me. Okay, but you know what? I am not for sale. And one, I need to be careful, because if I go to jail, there may be a bond. See what I'm saying? So that's what I said. And I'm not going to jail, but I'm using that as a valuable expression. Buying power, capitalism, capital, all kinds of things that happen commerce. That's what I said. My money has to matter. And if there ever comes a time that somebody say that I have to purchase myself, I will make sure I have enough money to buy myself. Because it is real. Motherfuckers out here trying to practice all kinds of shit and see how much they can get away with. They got their little money, they got their buildings, they got all kinds of stuff. That's why a lot of people go to court and sue somebody and put all kinds of shit on their name, tens of twenties of thousands of dollars or hundreds of thousands of dollars. And they keep it on there. They won't answer the fucking phone. They won't reply. They do all kind of bullshit. They pay a little bit of money to somebody to get on somebody's nerves. Somebody go to jail. All kinds of shit. They pay out a little bit and they keep making slaves out of the person who did the entrapment. They make a person out of the slave out of the person. Try to make a slave out of the person who has been entrapped. And all kinds of stuff. Meanwhile, I know I had somebody that messed up my whole house that I own. I didn't owe any money on the bank didn't give me the money. That money was paid with first-hand money from earned. From whatever entrepreneurship as well. Now don't play fucking around with me. That's entrepreneurship money that purchased 4225 31st Avenue. I don't give a fuck what nobody had to say. And some though. That's real hard work from a real person, from being real. But them white people tore my house up. That white judge didn't even let me go and get my damages and didn't even let me put the right names on the stuff. And I told him, these people, okay, so you telling me I have to have them in my house and they don't even have to tell me their real name or the name, but this motherfucker calling shots in my house, tearing up my house and talking about they gonna fix it and all this shit, and then take pictures and show the police officer, and you got the police in a personal matter? No. Then you won't even let me schedule my damage hearing or even reschedule it or schedule a time that's worth for me on my shit, but you let other people do whatever they want and put all this money on me. You couldn't stand the fact that this black woman, I'm trying to understand. Because no, they know how much fucking damage they did to the house. They did more damage than what people came and purchased. That shit was all planned out from the beginning. They destroyed my shit to try to appraise my house at a value, and that's okay because those names still out there. There's no way that there's a 10,000 or any autumn fake evictions out there on my name without any explanation and any proof. Them people showed up to court without any proof. They told me, the court said that they didn't even have evidence. And I was in jail. I didn't even, so they knew I was in jail. But I didn't even know that they were going to court. Those people stalked me. And had the nerve to tell the judge that I was in court. That I was in jail. And they allowed it. Then this false report, I'm not filing bankruptcy. I don't fucking have to. I'm confident in myself. I know how to talk. I know where I went to get this stuff and what the situation is. I don't have to file bankruptcy ever for anything. I have all my rights. And I'm keeping my rights, and I'm going to continue to learn the law. I'm going to continue to do what I have to do. I'm going to continue to grow. I'm going to continue to be myself. And when I come to a place like a laundromat, then I can put money in there and watch it grow. And it's something that I'm utilizing for me. But when I come in this place, I'm going to use the electricity. I'm going to use the bathroom, the plumbing. And I'm going to use the water. I'm going to maximize myself without stealing from somebody, without robbing somebody, and I'm going to make the situation better everywhere I am. Everywhere I am, I make it better. I do not take away from it. And actually, I sometimes I put out more than what I use. So if the dryer is only requiring like 75% or 75 cents, I'm giving out probably like $4 or maybe even $1.50 into the dryers. One time I dried my clothes so long, my sleep. I said, wait a minute, hold on. I did myself good because I'm using and so I get my return on my investment every time. And so that's how it is. I'm not going to allow people to play with me or play me at any cost. I refuse. I won't allow it. And while you all are around here practicing all kinds of things and all these situations, well, you know what? You go ahead and you do it all around whatever you're going to do. But you're not doing it to me. I'm not hating on you. I'm not envying you. But I know I'm a wealthy person. And I'm not saying that just to say that. I know who I am. I know what I have. And I know what I'm going to continue to earn. I know what I have earned. I know what I'm having to earn. I qualify. I have to prove myself time and time again. And I go through all kinds of exercise, all kinds of rigor, all kinds of whatever the situation is. And it does not have to affect me in any adverse way. I have every right to go through my situation and know and be fair. So I said, I'm not playing games where motherfuckers are discriminating, where they're doing all kinds of dumb shit, oppressing, and just doing all kinds of stupid stuff. It does not matter. And if I may not have the a dollar, a double, or whatever, if I see something around on the floor, I pick it up. I wipe down stuff when I see it. Might be something on the mirror. It might be something that I can do to make a situation better. That if I was on that, then I do enough where I can send somebody an invoice and say, this is, you know what I'm saying? Continual buying power. This stuff is all just a knowing self and putting it and having that capability. I'm one person. These people have all kinds of people working and they still can't touch me. And they want to try to make it seem like I am not the person to be able to care for my own self or do the things that I want. And I'm constantly proving time and time again that I can handle this. Where once buildings were big and monumental and there was no storm to touch them, and that's all there was. And people come around and build little apartments and compartmentalize everything. And somebody say, whoa, oh, what is that you have there? Hello? I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. They say, oh, wait a minute. So you telling me that, oh, wait. And so it makes somebody smarter too? Oh, so you could just build a big building like this. You can keep some money for yourself that you would buy instead of a big house like that. And then you can have a whole bunch of people in there and you tell them what to do. And then they have to be concerned about not only what they're doing, instead of they can build something smaller their own. You try to convince them that it's best to live in some type of environment with all kind of other people that not have their own. I need to know more about this. So you mean to tell me that you can build something and have a whole bunch of little bitty tiny houses in one big building? And you can keep getting money from it and you can pay taxes? And still keep getting money, and then you have all those people, and they have to continue to pay you, and they still pay their taxes and their normal bills? Oh, sign me up, and then they sign up and they do it. They don't even necessarily have to sign it, and they build them all over, and all of a sudden it's everywhere. Office buildings too. But everybody don't subscribe to that. There are some communities that have been taken over, run down, and congested in what is a healthy situation. It's not even healthy as it could be. Those situations are continuing to grow. They're going to continue to flourish. They're going to continue to do all that. And so if a building is continuing to grow or whatever the situation, I as a person, I'm going to go and I'm going to continue to build. That's just not all of it. People go and they say, well, you know what? This food is good for a little bit of time. It may not be how it's supposed to be, but you know what? Somebody might buy it. And they sell it and sell it and sell it, and people buy. People are hungry. And then they meet other people along the way, and then they build these stores and all that. And there's some stores out here that are good, that actually have quality products that utilize strength, that utilize health and wellness. And there are people, that's what I said, it's not everywhere. But I am not going to constantly be having to be burdened down in a situation where they're trying to say that it's a sick and unhealthy or unwell situation. I am well, and I'm not going to communicate that way. I'm not going to be that way. I'm not going to have them have me a part of their so-called operation. I'm not playing any games. I'm not going to allow them to be actors and act. I'm not going to be up on the phone while they act and all this stuff and call it learning, and then tell me that I'm wasting their time. Meanwhile, they have a specific script. They try to talk longer, and all that shit, so somebody can hang up, and they can constantly get that $10 a million times. Shit, I'm not having that shit. You're not gonna do me any old fucking kind of way. When you have that $10 that you have all the time, constantly building over and over again, you get that $10 a million times every month, and you gonna tell me that I can't have myself and I can't perform what I need to perform and produce what I need to produce? I am myself, and I am going to continue to be who I am. I'm just saying, that's what I'm saying, and this is the reason for me saying these things. I just want to be able to take care of myself and do the things that I want. I want my enjoyment. I want to be happy. I appreciate being glad. There's all kind of jovialness. There's all kinds of sustainability. There's all kind of productivity. There's all kinds of wealth. I know it. And I don't have to pretend. I don't have to imagine it. I can just know it. I can make plans for myself. I don't have to tell anybody that I have goals and all that different stuff. I have plans, and I don't have to say when I get there, then I can say anything I want to say and further. That's just how it is. So I appreciate myself, and I have to speak more of it. I was recording on my social media, on Facebook. My battery went out. I have to charge it. I'm charging this phone right now. And so I'm going to do some other things. And I appreciate myself. I have my items charging here. I have all kinds of stuff that I am doing. I appreciate who I am. And so I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. I'm always doing things, and I don't know everything, but I know enough to get myself to where I want to be, who I am. There's always going to be bigger and bigger and bigger. And I have the right. I can have as much momentum, ambition, whatever it is, desire, want, whatever it is, whatever, if there's a need, if there's success, if there's all kinds of things, I can have it no matter what someone has done to me, and believe that they're going to continue to do to me. But I don't have to work for anybody. I don't have to do anything. People, I go into stores and then they talk about some like I'm their customer or whatever. No, I'm not here as a customer. I'm here as an individual person utilizing. Then they had the nerve to say they're a private business. Check this out. They're a private business, but they're contacting the public police when they know that they're doing something wrong, and they try to. So why don't, if they so private, why don't they have their private police? They're on some kind of objective or whatever, utilizing and mistreating the situation. They don't have the strength or whatever that they try to convince that they possess, because they are steady accumulating. They are steady doing what they have to do. They can go and they can make a project building and whatever the situation is, and grow and utilize all kinds of people and say, this is what I produce. They look at people's phones through their security. They tap into people's phones through their Wi-Fi, and they do everything. And sometimes them people don't have to come out of their pocket for any amount of money. It's all there. It is in the books. It's in the research. It's on the online, all kinds of stuff. And that's why they have the FCC, all these different people. I don't even know. These governments are the people, and they're individuals who create jobs, and they constantly grow, and then they politicize the situation, and they involve the situation, and that's okay. That's what they want to do, but they are not bossing me. They are normal people that I know that I can say hi to, and nobody's going to tell me that I can't speak and I can't go where I want to go, because I represent myself. I don't need you to represent me to talk to anybody or anything. If somebody is okay, well, you know what? I gotta learn your language. You gotta learn mine. So I'm gonna set up a time where I can meet with you some other time, and then I can talk with you. So I hope that at that time, when I talk to you at that time or whatever, but I just know one thing: don't do any fucked up shit toward me and try to do some shit that I don't know about me, because it's taking them out of time. Because if you in that big of a hurry, you need to try to hurry up and speak my language. Because I'm telling you that I'm trying. It don't have to be like that. I don't have to wait a lifetime or whatever to do a damn thing where all I'm doing is living anyway. So I'm going to continue. I don't have to get in a rush for anybody. I don't have to do any of that stuff for anybody. I'm a black person. And I know that things, robots, all kinds of stuff. There's all kinds of things that people, and I don't have to have people trying to perform all kinds of surgeries on me and use me as some kind of example to further their plot, their plan, their scheme, or whatever the situation is. People go around and put a flag down and say it's theirs all the time. So I know who I want relationship with, and I want relationship with myself as a healthy person. I don't have to tell people all of what I'm doing and everything that I'm constantly doing over and over again for their own personal gain, for who I am as a person. So yeah, I'm not envious, I'm not hating, I'm not detracting or whatever. I'm not trying to worry about all that stuff. What I'm just saying is, I'm just me living my life, wanting to have myself and want to continue to make it. I know that my body is not going to attack myself. I know that I'm not a sick person. I know that things have happened, but I'm here through all kinds of, so I know every day I can make it through the day. I have proven that I can get through my days. And some days it's a climb. Some days it's all kinds of things, but that's not all through the day. So I appreciate my consistency. I appreciate who I am and my confidence and how I believe in myself constantly over and over again. I am Jasmine Renee Davis. I have to know that this is just a part of myself where I'm utilizing and putting forth my efforts. I have to manage and maintain myself constantly. And everything is not a corporate effort. I have to make sense of who I am before I can make sense of anything else. And money is a sort of communication. Money is communication. And that's how it is. People have created, it wasn't all people, it wasn't always like that. I have a right. So I'm myself. I'm who I am, no matter what the situation is. I have to continue to be me, to put forth my own personal efforts. And sometimes I don't have to be, and people will say whatever, and I don't have to always talk about what people say. I don't have to say what they want. I don't have to say anything about them. But I have me. And I start somewhere. I know that I can get some, and I can get it again, and I can constantly get it again. And that's the problem. And I show that, and I prove that constantly. And I can do it in more than one ways. I can do it. I can talk and do anything. And I don't have to sit down and just eat with just anybody. And I don't have to just eat anything. I don't have to drink anything. I don't have to let them give me just whatever. I don't have to believe them. I don't. I can appeal to my better judgment constantly over and over again. And if I can't do it in one court, I can do it in another. And then ain't no telling if you that big and bold, then step to my face. I don't need a representative. And you better not say I'm threatening you, because I'm trying. You feel threatened because you cannot overtake me. So that's why I said I want my own. Because ain't no way that I have to beg somebody for food and clean water and the things that I need. I can travel. I can do all kinds of stuff that I want to do. I have tickets and all kinds of stuff. I got all kinds of payments that I have to pay. And yes, I have debt. I have good debt, and I have healthy debt, and I have debt that needs some improvement. But I'm not going to be a person who just owes somebody or whatever. I'm going to have my own, and that's what I'm doing now. This is my time. So I want my money for me, not only to continue. That's all me. But there's some stuff that's out there that I didn't even have anything to do with, but it's being said that it is. So there's all kinds of things and choices I have to make to continue to be myself, fortify or whatever I believe in, or whatever, to grow, to build, and to be myself. So I'm here and I'm doing stuff, and I have time. I have time. I'm me. And I know. And so someone happens to call my phone or whatever, email me JASMINE_RENEEDAVIS@outlook.com. OUTLOOK.com. Jasmine_Renee Davis @outlook.com. So email me. You don't have to call me. Write down whatever the situation is and keep it real. If you have to send 1,000 emails and whatever, come correct and do what you have to do. But I'm not going to play any games and entertain some bullshit. And also, I don't have to. I'm a human. I'm going to continue to do what I need to do for myself. So I'm me. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. I have more to say. I'm going to continue to be who I am and continue to build. I'm standing on my own 2 feet as I sit down. I can stand. I'm up. I know me. It's not only about my reflection. I'm present. I'm current. I'm myself. I'm all of who I am. So I'm Jasmine Renee Davis.